Hello everyone, this video I will to share about mental health. Before we go on the topic, I will to introduction myself. My name is Joseph Dewa Kencana Putra. You can call me Dewa with studi number 24 13 24 0 26. Today, I'd like to share my response after reading three deeply meaningful articles about the mental health of students during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. These articles don't just tell us facts, they tell human stories that reflect a global crisis. I found them both eye-opening and emotional. The first, the article from Boston University, it explained that over the past 8 years, the mental health of college students in the United States or US has been getting worse, not just during the pandemic but long before that. The study showed dramatic increases in anxiety and depression, especially among students of color and LGBTQ plus students. And the pandemic accelerated this issue, but I didn't cause them. They were already there, building silently. So I have the quote that stood out to me was the quote is, if we don't address student mental health now, we risk losing an entire generation to untreated emotional pain. That powerful. I made me think how many students around me are silently struggle. So we in a second the article from channel New Asian. This article focus on Indonesian, my home religion. It reported that during the pandemic, more than uh, 6, 16% of university students experience the symptoms of depression and anxiety. Many felt isolated, overwhelmed by online class, and uncertain about their future. So, some students even reported thoughts of self-harm, and yet many were afraid to ask for help due to stigma, lack of access, or simply not knowing where to go. It's heartbreaking but also familiar. Many of my friends felt this way too. Uh, like stuck behind a screen, pretending to be okay. And third, the the article from NPR. This one was about children who returned to school after lockdown, only to face emotional breakdown, behavioral change, and even trauma. Teachers are not just taking anymore; they are acting as emotional responders. They notice when students are withdrawn, crying, or acting out, but many of them feel prepared. School are overwhelmed. What I realize is mental health issues are not limited to one country, one age group, or one culture. This is global problem, I think, and it is a problem we just treat with urgency. So my personal reflection and personal. I've seen how mental health affect not just academic but every part of life. When someone in anxious or depression, they can like consult, they lose motivation and they start withdrawing from others. I remember during the pandemic I felt more tired even when I sleep. I felt disconnected from people. I missed real conversation and small everyday thing. I like walking with friends between classes. Even though I sometimes struggle to manage stress, and I realize that's okay. It's okay to not be okay, but we must learn to take care of ourselves and as others. So, what should be done? So, what can we do prevent or manage mental health problem, especially as student? Let me share 7 strategy I believe can really help. Uh, Number one, break the stigma. First, we must normalize talking about mental health. It's not a weakness, it's part of being human. We need more open conversation in classroom, dorms, and family. And number two, increase access to counseling. University and school need more professional mental health counselor, people who are trained, compassionate, and easy to read. Some schools offer mental health day or apps to support well-being. That's be great start. And number three, peer support networks. Sometimes students feel more comfortable talking to friends than to professional. Peer consulting program can be very helpful. Just listening without judging can make a big difference. And number four, daily self-care habit. I've learning that small habit like getting enough sleep, eating healthy meal, taking walk, or doing breathing exercises can make a big difference. You don't have to meditate for a hour, even 5 of calm help. So number five, live social media. Too much scrolling can actually increase stress. We compare our life to other life, and it's easy to feel, uh, but not good enough. Setting time limit help me stay grounded like that. So number six, ask for help early. The early we ask for help, the easier it is to get better. Don't wait until you feel broken. Reach out is brave, not weak. And number seven, the last, support as author. Finally, be there for your friend. Check in, ask how they are doing, really doing. Sometimes the simple question can open a life-saving conversation. So, reading this article made me realize the mental health crisis is real, but is also preventable if we act with care, courage, and compassion. Let's build school and university where students don't just study, but heal, grow, and feel safe. Let's listen more. Let's chat list, and let's remember that behind every screen, every smile, every silence their person who might need help. Thank you for listening. Say, I'm so say goodbye.